guys. It's Friday here at Tulsa Raceway Park for NPK. You seen the last video. We got the car all put back together, spooled it up, got it unloaded here at Tulsa and set up. Now we're here, and it's a weird day, man.
All weekend is going to be weird, guys. They are not going to film here at Tulsa this weekend. It was anybody that's been watching any of the stuff that we've been doing for what, 2 years now?
Yeah, 2 years, 2, 3 years somewhere.
Producer named Mike Hellman. They found him dead this morning in his motel room. So it's just going to be weird vibes all day, all weekend, and from here on out. It's not even gonna. It's gonna go further than this weekend. Mike was, you know, he was great producer for the show. He was, I mean,
he was just an all-around good dude.
Well, Sam explained it. The best.
Over there?
Yeah, some lady passed out.
Oh,
It's hot.
God.
It's hot out there. Some lady already passed out over in Chuck's pit. We had a big meeting this morning, all the drivers. We talked about what was going to happen. If this would have been any other day besides right now, the day of the race that this happened, they'd have canceled it. Everything is in motion. Like right now, it's a runaway train. Like they couldn't stop what's going on now. So instead of stopping it, we're still going to race because the fans came from, you know, who knows where they came from. Fans come from everywhere. The fans still deserve, you know, the show that they paid for.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, the guys are all going to be down in the dumps. It is what it is. The gates opened 2 hours ago, and I haven't even been out yet to start signing. So, it just, you know, like anything else, it's going to take a while to process everything that happened. Right now, we've still got 10 text message groups going on about, you know, the good times with him. Mike was more than a producer to most of us. He was a friend, you know. We went to baseball games with him. He was a cool dude, you know. Even when we weren't at work, we would hang out with Mike. That's what happens whenever you live this life that we live. It's non-stop. We race all night, we get very few hours of sleep, and we're back at it again the next day. So whenever we say that the 405 is a family, we're not talking about just the 405. We're also talking about a lot of these producers and camera guys, sound guys, you know. They've been with us for years.
Yes.
I've known some of these guys for 10 years now, you know, and very few of the original people are still around, like Chris, one of the coolest sound guys ever, you know. So we develop relationships with all these people, and I don't really need to go into this. Everybody knows the type of relationships that you develop with people after so long of being together. So we're going to try to film as much as we can this weekend, because this will be probably the only Street Outlaws event ever that won't be on TV.
Yes.
So no matter what happens this weekend, it's still a Street Outlaws event. It's just, you know, right now a lot of the guys are processing it. A lot of the guys want to go home. But like I said, the ball's already in motion.
Yeah.
It's what time is it? It's 3:30. There's Claire's right there. A lot of the film crew has left and went home. A lot of the film crew is staying here because that's the way that he would have wanted it. He wouldn't have wanted us to shut this deal down anyways. So we will try to film as much as we possibly can, you know, or at least Because there's not going to be any other cameras going.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do our own event coverage. You know, normally we show you our in-car videos. We don't really tell who we're racing, which most of you guys can kind of figure it out. But we'll do basically our own event coverage, and you know, even when we're not racing, I'll try to be up there and filming, and we can just kind of do our own thing with it.
So I understand that as people say, you know, life goes on, the show must go on. We will do our best to, you know, go on.
Yeah.
That's really all that we can say. There's a lot of people out there. The phone's just not going to stop going off.
Alright, so racing has begun. We're gonna go up here and watch El Jefe make a pass.
Yeah.
El Jefe and Ryan's up here.
It's nice and hot.
Yeah, it's so,
weather's great.
so hot. It's a great weekend for racing, man. I really want to be here.
Yeah, the conditions all around are conducive for racing and having a good time.
Yeah.
So we've walked in our first round test session / grud race with Doc and the Heavy Metal Nova with the screw blower on it there. But we're still about an hour out from making our pass. So we're gonna go up here and watch some people make a couple licks. Oh, small tire units up here.
Yeah.
That's Jim Howe's got his boy in that one. His old car.
His boy can drive though, man.
Yeah,
He won one of these in his car. Just because that's Jim Howe's son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the next generation.
Yeah.
Hey, and he does well. I haven't seen him race this car yet, though. I don't. Most small tire cars don't even need the water box.
No. Put it in reverse, it goes. Oh, cut it off, he's leaking.
Hey! Oh, let him go. Hey, move. Get out of the way! Hey! Move.
They got yelled at.
There's also somebody in lanes.
You guys got yelled at.
Won't be the last time, will it?
I thought maybe my days of getting yelled at were over, but obviously not. Pat Musey's up there at the line getting yelled at. Hey, we was watching it unfold. I said, I thought my days of getting yelled at were over, but obviously not. Pat Musey's up there at the line getting yelled at. Well, in his defense, Pat Musey's standing in the main.
I'm a walker, that little tire.
Yeah, that's aggressive burnout for that little tire. Fireball special. I like them. I like them. think he had it. I think he could have drove through it. So obviously, he does not believe that.
The thing was about to get hot.
I just like seeing that because that's how it's done. You know what I mean? Oh, for sure. For sure. And not even addressed it.
I mean, literally, I know they're trying to send this other car, but that's fucking oil right there. We were driving just I wasn't seeing Wayne now. Y'all have the little twisters come up. Oh yeah. Y'all say never seen. He said, "What the fuck is that?"
Little dirt devil?
It was getting stronger. He goes, "Stop, stop! What is that?"
Like a dirt devil?
Oh yeah. He was going nuts. I said, "Bitch, I have here all the time."
Yep. No big deal.
I said, "The big one, you gotta get in the tunnel."
Must be some new tires out there or something, huh?
So loud.
8 mile burnout.
Look, he went all the way to the 8th.
Hey, he told Javi, "Here, hold my beer, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'll
he
be
did.
back in a
He
minute."
said, watch this.
He was probably going to quit and then seen David at 3:30 and said,
Yeah.
"Nah, he ain't beating me there."
Yeah, at some point, they got to have a little battle on who can do the longest burnout.
You just want to get rid of that extra fuel we dumped in it. Yeah.
Oh, so loud.
They both made a good pass, though.
Hey.
That's a pretty good lick.
That was. Hey, and he didn't lift because he had to.
No. He wasn't in trouble out there, that's for sure.
That's a good lick.
That shit happened quick.
Yeah, it did. Holy shit. Hey, that thing was on the bars smoking the tires.
That was a little spicy.
Hey, that thing was on the bars smoking the tires.
Yeah. From like instantly letting off the button.
Yeah, hey, and then you get just a little bit out of what little bit of grooves out here.
Yep.
Car just turns sideways. So one of the biggest tricks out here this weekend is going to be a lot of the drivers' heads aren't in the ballgame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're just going to have to turn off whatever emotions we're all feeling and clock in at work.
Yeah.
You know?
Alright, so we're up here in the lanes. Like we talked about, we're going to race Doc for our first test slash grudge pass. We're about 3 pairs back, and then it's time to rock and roll, see if these changes we made down there in Steele, Alabama actually transfer over to an NPK surface. So, first pass coming at you soon.
How's your driving?
I had no fucking brakes.
What?
With the brakes or something. And after my burnout, that's why do you think it went so far? I didn't have no fucking brakes.
Oh,
I was
man.
all the way to the floor. You know me, I'm in there just matting the shit out of them, mate. And it never really did anything. So then on the way back, I felt it. I was afraid I was gonna push through, like just from the idle being so high. And so I'm hitting them and hitting them. I finally got a little bit. I think it's because the car's been sitting there for a fucking month.
Nice, gentlemen.
Thank you, man, thank you. Yeah. We may need to at least look at the pads. Not this next pass.
Hey, we moved the bars.
Not tonight, before tomorrow. We need to at least look at the pads. Like, hey, so it started driving towards the center a little bit, hey, and I drove it right back.
Yeah,
Piece of cake. Piece of cake, man. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I normally do is turn the wheel a little bit, but this time it actually did something. Yeah, no, it did something. So, I'm good with that right there. Like, hey, if that's all it takes, you know, to be able to go A to B, I guarantee it went a fucking 90. Hey, it shook a little bit on the big end, but I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say it shook. It waffled the tires a little bit on the big end. No big deal.
I think that's probably just from the lateral movement because you were way over to the left whenever you steered it back. Scale?
Oh yeah. So it went between a 90,
95, just
90 and a 95.
So when we went to 95, it showed a 95 or a 96.
Oh, okay.
In Alabama.
Yeah. What mile an hour is that? 198? Huh?
194.
I don't think so.
All right. So our first pass was pretty decent. First test pass against Doc. You know, car made a move to the left, but because of the changes,
it made a move. I turned the steering wheel, and what do you know? It goes right back to what groove is there. You know. So, no, I was stoked, man. It was cool.
So we got that out of the way. We skipped the second session, and we're gonna wait till it cools down here. You know, hit some home run derby or something. You know.
Look, because we could be honest, that tune that was in the car, it'll go down in the heat. Oh, yeah. It did go down in the heat. Yeah. You know, and it was fast.
Yeah.
If we can steer the car, how y'all doing? If we can steer the car, then we're gonna be all right. So now that the sun has went down, I'm sure the track is on kill. We're gonna try something, and you know, we'll see where we're at after that.
Yeah. So we're up here now at second round of the grade 8. We're gonna watch. Dave has Swanstrom first pair, and then Ryan got Lizzie second pair. So yep, come up here and see how they do. Man, it's pretty good up here.
Is it?
It was pretty good in the heat. Now that the track, or the it's cooled down, it's.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be good. Those old pipes over there yelling out. Look at it. How can she yell?
Oh, late breaking update. The little truck that I had no idea what it was.
There's a lot of people here, huh?
Yeah, no, there is. I mean, that side's all full.
1950.
But damn, like
dude, they
people,
were like,
here's a little information that some of these people didn't get.
It's hot.
It's hot. Okay?
What's weather like all these?
Yeah, it's hot. Man, that girl can yell.
Yeah.
That's why they call her Pipes. Yes, it's hot. Drink water. In between your 6-pack of beer, drink a couple waters.
Chug a couple waters.
Yeah, chug a couple waters with your beer. Pour a water with your beer into the funnel. Whatever it is that you're doing to get all this beer, that way you don't pass out. So, isn't that right? You gotta stay hydrated, otherwise you will pass out.
Hydrate.
So, let's go see what Boost can say. Maybe you didn't tell people, but it's fucking hot here, okay? And in between your 6-pack of beer, maybe chug a water or two. I don't know. No, I'm not real sure. Have you seen how many people passed out over the pits today?
Oh yeah, they've only passed out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've been warning them. I said, when you hydrate, beer does not count as hydration.
No. And everybody goes, oh, there's water in it.
Yeah, I don't work that way.
was right.
I bet somebody else, man. I bet somebody else. Who else got my money? Never bet against that boy. You know I know. You number one, baby. No, I know that. I told Dave, you know how I know you're gonna win? Right there, because you drew number one. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, somebody else better bring me my money, whoever it was that I bet. Like they came, this dude came over to the pits and bet me. Like he wanted to make sure he got that bet in. I was like, yeah, whatever, how much ever, man, whatever. No, I just bet him.
Was from a lift because Dave was coming over towards him.
Hell no. Hell no, he can say that.
I mean, Dave treated the shit out of him. Dave treated the shit out of him.
Yes, he did. Hey, and I knew it was over after that.
Yeah.
Hey, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's been a minute since we've seen Dave do that.
Yeah, but he did it.
He wanted that race.
Yeah.
That right there shows me that he wanted it.
What happened? What?
I just don't understand what they're doing going down the road, down the track.
That's not
Like even this guy's
either.
confused by their tactics. Look at him. Look
Pat's
how mad
unhappy
he is.
about it too.
Justin's down there running along.
Look, he doesn't know what to do. Yeah.
That guy's gonna yell at him.
Yeah, he is. Wait, why they go down the track?
I didn't let him.
That was the worst part.
She even put stop to that shit.
Yeah. Nobody want to bet on this one? Doesn't look like it. My money, this little kid over here. I said, you crazy you think I'm gonna bet against Ryan. Come on. Hey, good luck this weekend, guys.
Same to you
Good
guys.
to see you, man.
Yeah, that bitch was rocking.
I know we say this a lot, but
Hey, no, so it got down there probably 400 foot or so, and I seen it get on some sort of traction control because it was popping out of this one, and then at the very end,
well, you got to remember, I'm not a tuner. With that being said, I turned it up out the back, but I didn't change.
Oh, it didn't raise
I didn't
RPM.
change none of that. Well, it was already. I felt like it was already. What? I felt like it was already far enough off of it that it was going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know, but that doesn't mean that it didn't rit a couple of times.
Oh, your phone.
That phone sucks.
Yeah, iPhone 6.
Look, man, what kind of phone is this?
We didn't get him a raise, man.
Video too soon.
Dude, it was pretty. Like it didn't.
Looks like it's wiggling a little bit out there, but that could have been me.
phone.
Yeah, it just did a little wiggle. I don't know. We'll get back and take a look at some things. Yeah. You know, last year I would say the tire was hitting the turbo when you dumped out of it, but it was on D-cell, whatever it was.
Fire it up real quick. Let's listen to it. You're probably gonna. Hey, it was still running. I reached up and turned it off, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to prime it. You might put it in park. Headlights went out.
All right, so our second test pass, man, that was a pretty good lick right there.
It was.
Nice and straight. Didn't even have to drive it.
Man, I feel like I didn't.
Yeah.
So now I'm cool with it.
So now we're up here, final round, grade 8, Daddy Dave versus Ryan.
Fucking Dave. He was way early though.
Dave was ready. The tree wasn't.
No, fucking tree.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man, but he was way early.
Yeah, that was
Way
He
early.
left yesterday.
Like, he must have drank a Red Bull or something right before he came up here. He's too old for that shit. I told him drink sugar free if he's gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's what I want it to be all about this weekend is the 405 and the finals of everything. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not good when a little girl says things like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's fucking
come
weird.
on, man.
That's
Hey,
weird.
not so goddamn loud.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
You mean tell your wife that I'm coming over or say something like that.
She
Don't
goes,
say
Martin,
I'm
gonna be your
trailer. Yeah, like all lungs over there, pipes over there talking about I'll be your trailer. No, don't say that. Hey, come on.
I'll be in your autograph line.
Hey, man, with that shit.
Yeah. Stop that.
Somebody will flip that around.
Oh, your cuffs in this motherfucker.
Yeah, he'll be handcuffed. That Border Nova got kind of weird.
We know we always just talk about it on the podcast, but damn.
I know.
So that's going to conclude first day, right? Friday. It's man, it's been a rough one to say the least. You know, everyone's kind of they're getting through it. You know what I mean? Without talking about it too much, because you know whatever. But we'll move on to tomorrow. It was a good day. Ryan, you know, took the grade 8 win there against Daddy Dave in the finals. I don't know, everyone seems to be in a good place for tomorrow. Everyone seems like their cars are ready to go.
Except Lutz.
Except Lutz, unfortunately. Yeah. So
yeah, no, look, there's a certain way that you can act. There's a certain things that you can do. Everybody obviously probably doesn't have it in them, but with doing the type of job that we do and having to mingle with the fans a lot, and there's numerous times that we don't want to do it. But you gotta realize, I've had headaches, I've been throwing up before, I've been sick, and you still gotta go out and sign autographs, take pictures, because this is the time that we get for fan appreciation.
Yeah.
We understand that the fans come a long ways a lot of times, and that's what they want to do, is they want to meet us.
Yeah.
So we have to put off anything that we have going in our lives. We have to put aside the fact that we're tired. We have to put away the fact that, you know, it's 100 degrees outside, because they are.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're standing out in the 100 degrees. We have to put you know, aside, you know, if you're sick. I mean, losing Mike this morning, that is, there's no way to put it, man. It's rough. So we have to put aside the fact that we want to mourn because our buddy is no longer with us. Sometimes that's tough. You know, it's, I literally, I literally want to go in the toter, cry, and sit, you know, and not see anybody, not talk to anybody, not nothing, you know, but we don't have that in us. The fans are all here, and we got to make it happen, because with, you know, and I say it all the time, without the fans, we wouldn't be able to do what we get to do. So I have to turn off any emotions, any feelings, and go out and mingle with the fans, you know? And I honestly don't hate mingling with the fans, no. But at times like this, whenever I don't want to do anything except go home, get on my tractor, and mow.
Yeah.
That's what I want to go and do, you know?
We're getting old.
I know, I get it, I'm getting old. I've said that before. I don't know if anybody around here is in the right state of mind to be getting in these cars.
Blasting down in 200-mile-an-hour
Blasting
missiles.
down at 200 miles an hour while you got something that heavy weighing on your mind. And everybody goes through loss, but it was this morning.
Yeah.
I understand, you know, and people handle situations differently, and I've never been the guy to, you know, sit and cry, sit and do this. But as I get older, you know, those feelings come out more and more, and, you know, that's just something that we have to turn off. We have to turn off our real emotions and turn on some that, I'm not gonna say fake, but some that I'm not feeling at this moment, you know? Because we appreciate the fans, because we want the fans to keep coming back. If the fans come here and they're like, everybody there was an asshole to us, there's no sense in us spending any money on their merch, we're not gonna support any of these people, we're not even gonna buy a ticket to get in the gate. Without the fans, we can't do this.
Nope.
This is all over without the fans. And that's what NPK is for. It was designed for people to come and watch us do what we do, and we obviously can't have them on the streets. So that's what this was built for, you know? So, and it works.
Yeah.
It's at a great time.
It
When NPK first started, and people might remember, you know, I talk shit about it. It is what it is. You know, I didn't really like no preps, and
turns out we were missing out.
Well, I feel like I had this this mental block of, it ain't like the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what everybody says.
Yeah.
Oh, it's street racing in a
Safe environment.
safe environment. No, it's not.
No.
And that's the way I looked at it. And now I look at it as it's something different. it doesn't have to be street racing. No, everything that we do does not have to be street racing. Everything that we do doesn't have to require fast cars.
Nope.
We enjoy other things. There's a train horn over there. I like train horns.
I love them.
My Pete's got a train horn.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of jealous.
We like, and I feel like now that we got a couple of fast cars, it has broadened our minds as far as track racing.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind all aspects of track racing. You can glue it, you can no prep it, you can street. I like them all.
Yep.
And all of them have their place.
They're all a challenge to get those cars down too. It's
That's
not
right.
like you go prep the track and that car's easy to get down. It's not like you unprep the track and you can just pull all the power out of it and go down. Like there's a challenge to each of it, and the challenge is what keeps bringing us back.
Yes.
You know?
Well, and the fact that we haven't mastered it yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how what keeps Ryan coming back?
I don't know, man, because he's pretty much mastered it. It's got to be the money.
I told a couple of people. Oh yeah, he's here for the money. I told a couple of people earlier. I was like, somebody said, well, that's why they call it racing. I go, that's not what Ryan calls it.
Yeah.
Ryan calls it winning.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
Yeah.
You know, guys, that's not what Ryan calls it. That's just what we say to Ryan because he wins so much.
Right.
But you know, until this has kicked my ass. No prep racing has kicked my ass, and we are nowhere close to where we want to be in this. And that's why we will keep on grinding until we get where we want to be. You still got to think, guys, we've done this for 1 year. And last year, we couldn't keep a motor together.
Ugh.
This year, we've been able to keep the motors together. We've just had a hard time. If you don't make it to the finish line, it's tough to win a race.
Yep.
And 9 out of 10 times, the cars that I've lost to this season, I've been in front of whenever I've had to lift because the car didn't go straight. And if the car doesn't go straight and the front end is off the ground and you turn the steering wheel like this, I don't care how you turn it, it doesn't do nothing. So, if you can't steer the car, you can't win the race.
What's up, guys? It's now Saturday, and getting this, these people out here having a good time, kicking this deal off on Saturday, getting ready for the invitational race.
Everybody's piled in Sean's line here.
A bunch of people
It gets kind of out of control. So it's honestly,
it's way too hot to be standing out here like this, but we're sure glad that y'all do. I don't know, it's a new day. We've just been kind of going over some data, getting a game plan for the day. And I don't know, I think we're a couple hours from drawing for first round. So we'll get Sean out here. He's shaking hands and kissing babies and all that good stuff. So that's where we're at right now.
gates are just now opening for the general admission. Everybody's starting to pile in here. So
that's where we are. We already fired the car up for the day, warmed it up, spooled it up. Everything seems to be good to go. So we'll see here in just a couple hours where we stand. So stick around.
Hey, and that's why I said it's just a fucked up weekend, man. There's a dude over. He was underneath his car changing the converter. He has a mag on this car. It's unplugged. Fuel tank is open. He bumps the car over to get to the converter bolts. The mag sparks, catches everything underneath the car on fire, including him, and burnt the poor guy, man. Like, he's, God dang. Just a crazy
full moon, man. All kinds of weird shit.
You need some ice water.
So, headed up to the driver's meeting for the invitational. Get a good draw, would ya? I told you to wait in the truck.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, we'll see what the draw's about here. I don't ever get good draws, so we'll see.
And lastly,
honestly,
with that being said, we've covered how hot it is.
we have been focused on what we do over in our lane. It doesn't matter who over in the other lane.
If they outrun us, then
If they outrun us, they outrun us. It won't be the first time for sure, and it damn sure won't be the last. So I'm just not going to worry about it. We're going to do what we do in our lane. I feel like we have a first round tune-up that will go up against any car here. So, and we're going to make it down. So, being able to making all the chassis adjustments that we did is keeping the front end down, and even if the car doesn't go straight, I can steer it. What's up, baby? So.
I don't even know what to say.
I mean, I know what to say. It's the same as fucking always, man. We do killer on Friday night, and then we shit show on Saturday. So, I mean, we at least think we know what the problem was. That tune-up that we ran is the tune-up that we run first round pretty much everywhere we go. And we've been at some real slimy, greasy tracks. And it still goes. It might slow down a little bit, but it still goes. I think what has happened here is everything that we changed in the suspension to get this thing to keep the wheels down has taken bite away early. So we let go of the button, car spins its ass off, turns sideways, and then just damn near drives over into the other lane. You know, luckily the front end was on the ground and I could steer it back over, which is, you know, it's a positive.
Hey,
you
there's
know,
always a silver lining.
But in the heat of the day, obviously, we have too much initial bite taken out of the car. So we're gonna have to find a happy medium. And if we can't get off the starting line, it doesn't matter if we can steer the car on the big end.
Yeah. Yeah, you're back there staring at watching a guy drive away from us.
That's right. That's exactly what just happened. So, you know, it sucks. It is what it is. Unfortunately, half the season's over and we're still testing. So, there's, you know, nothing else to say about it. Like, we will give the car the bite back, and then after that, if it changes so much that the car starts wheeling out there, then we'll put some weight on the nose. You know, whatever we got to do. It just sucks because I felt like we had a good handle on the car. We made some good passes classes last night. It is what it is. So now we get to watch the rest of the day and go sign autographs and all that.